movement of the said vehicle on the nine.
Yeah.
The previous exhibit MM2 stops at page 43.
Yeah.
So this just merely continues.
Okay,
from
fine, yeah.
there. Sergeant Mokhani, you've already referred to the entry, occurrence book entry from Pukem Police Station, which is exhibit PP1. Can you just once again just put the relevant entry on record?
PP1 nke le re balle gape tše leng gore tsona di swanetše gore di balwe go molato.
It
It reads as follows.
day of week and date.
On top it's written day of week and date.
Phezulu ke kubhaliwe ukuthi iliphi usuku kanye ke futhi ne-date.
Saturday 2020/06/20.
It reflects that it was on Saturday the 20th of June in the year 2020.
Kubhaliwe ukuthi kwakungumgqibelo i-20 zika June ngo-2020.
OB number 713.
And the OB number was 713.
Kanye ke nenamba ke yale ncwadi ebizwa ngokuthi OB 713.
Nako 00.40.
And the time reflected there, it's 12 p.m. and 40 minutes.
Isikhathi ke u-00:40.
12 a.m.
In which your suspect detained.
And it is written as follows.
Detective Sergeant Mokhani of National Cold Case Investigation detained cell number 2946-2020 Bongani Sandison Tanzi on Puking case 118 of 6-2020, possession of live ammunition, notice of rights as per SAP 14 number S094724, read and explained to the accused and understood, and detained with no injuries. Correctly detained by me, Gisainile, Sergeant Mokhani.
Ifundeka ngalendlela ke ukuthi ke umsolwa ke uvalelwe uDetective Sergeant Mokhani we-National Cold Case Investigation umvaleleke kwi-cell 2940620 uBongani Sandiso Ntanzi ngecala ke lasePhukeng u1180620 ukutholakala ke eneyinhlamvu futhi ke namalungelo akhe ke nanjengokwe SAP S14A inumber S094724 uwafundelwe futhi wabachazelwa ke yena umsolwa wawezwa futhi wase uma evalelwa ke engalimele futhi evalelwe kahle yimina kase ngiyasayinda ke yena uSergeant.
Thank you. In the next entry.
Ya ulatela.
Okay, I will tell serial number 714, OB number.
The next entry, the OB number is 714.
Elandela yo ke inumber ye-OB u714.
Nako yona 00.45.
And the time was 00.45.
Isikhathi ke u00.45.
And it reads as follows.
Prisoner transferred to Primrose SAPS. Detective Sergeant Mokhani took cell 294/06/020 Bongani Sandison Tanzi as per Puking 118/06/20, possession of live ammunition with no visible injuries, correctly received
And received by myself and signed.
Lana ke kuyachazwa ke ukuthi isibotsha sadlulisela ke kumaphoyisa ke nama police station yase Primrose uDetective Sergeant Mokhane wathatha ke ucell 29406 ka20 uBongani Sandiso Ntanzi kwicala ke lasePhukeng eli 1180620 tholakala ke nezinhlamvu futhi ke akukho ukulimala ngamanxeba abonakalayo wathola ke kahle noma isimo esikahle yimina ngasayinda.
Yes. Can you then go back to exhibit MM in brackets 2, page 44?
Le boele morago go botlhatsi bola ba MM mo go page 44.
Are you able to reflect, to show that activity on this page,
Le a kgona go bontsha ntho
on the
ela
movement report?
mo e leng gore le be le setla gona.
ya bontsha.
Yes, it is able to reflect, my lord.
Lokho ke ngicela ukufunda manje ke lana ku MM2 kuyabonakala ke noma kuyavela ke.
Yes. On which page?
Mo paging yefi.
Page 44.
It is on page 44.
Page 44.
Yes.
Dating which 20 June 2020.
The date was the 20th of June 2020.
Nokuthi ke i-date ke kwakungeyi-20 zika June 2020.
Koloi isale yona Toyota Fortuner.
The vehicle was still a Toyota Fortuner
Imoto kwakuseyiyona i-Toyota Fortuner
Registration FV47LRGP.
with the registration FV47LRGP
nokuthi ke ne-registration kusewu-FV47LRGP.
SAP number bayibitsa bobby number mo ke BTL719 bra PB.
and the SAP number, which is reflected as the bobby number, it's BTL719B.
Futhi ke i-SAP number ababizwa ngokuthi i-bobby number ileyana ke elaphaya u-BTL719B.
Gomme letšatši le nako le bala ka tsela ya 2026 of 2000 0002 39 seconds.
And the date and time is reflected as follows: 2020 0620, and the time is 002 minutes and 39 seconds.
Ilanga ke kwakuke
Re sale ka mogare ga police station ya Phukeng e re start up.
And at that time, we were still at the Phukeng police station, and it reflects that it started up.
ilanga ke kwakusenayo i-20 zika June 2020 or 000239 sisekhona ke eMpukeni police station ithi ke dumisa imoto.
Gomme e re go tlogela ka 00 ka 2026 2000 0740 seconds. E re GPS unlocked go fihla ka 2026 20 0308 4 seconds ignition off.
And from 0007 and 40 seconds on the 20th of June 2020, it shows that GPS was unlocked until 0308, where the ignition went off. 08.
Iyachaza-ke laphayana kusukela ngalesi sikhathi esichazwe ngena i-page edlulile kuzofika lamana ku-0308 yila khona-ke imoto icishwa khona.
If the GPS is unlocked, do you know what that means?
Le a tseba gore ge e re GPS unlocked e ra gore
I can say
I do not know.
Ukuthi mabhalwe lokhu-ke ukuthi-ke i-GPS-ke ukuthi-ke sivulwe-ke noma-ke i-unlock angazi ukuthi kusho ukuthini lokhu.
More or less, what time did you depart from Phukeng police station?
Motlhomong le sepetse ka nako mang go tloga police station ya Phukeng?
e ke lebeletse e re tloga mo re tswile ka di 2026 20 e re thoma go driver nearly 2026 23 29 55 seconds.
When I look, it was at 3:29 3 a.m. 29 minutes and 55 seconds.
29:55. Uma ngibheka ke isikhathi esasuka ngaso ePhukeng isikhathi ke baku 3:29 intatha kusake ama seconds awu 55 uma siphuma khona ke ePhukeng.
Yes.
Resipije until Rafita Benfell, June Street, Pretoria.
We drove until we arrived at Benfelion Street in Pretoria.
Sihambe saze sayofika ke. Sorry.
Sorry. Remember from Phukeng, according to the OB entry, you proceeded to Primrose.
Yes.
Go tloga Phukeng go ya ka dipampiri tsela tša OB leile Primrose.
Yes,
Yes, that is the route we were using to go back.
Yes.
Indlela lena ke indlela ke ukhuluma ngase Primrose indlela esasiyisebenzisa ke ukubuyela emuva.
Yes, just place that route on record.
Nke le re tlhalošetše ka tsela yewe.
All right, ki thome mo 2026 6/20 3/20. Yes, we start up Northwest Krugersdorp.
May I start on the time 03:20 and 11 seconds when I ignited the vehicle where we were at NW of Krugersdorp, my lord.
Just for record purposes, which page are you?
The page mark
45.
45.
03:20 11 seconds. Okay. Mangqale lana ke u-03:20 umsebenzi lana engidumisa khona ke imoto ithi ke mabhala lapha Krugersdorp.
Umera Sepela Rafita Benfell June Street, Pretoria North.
We proceeded and passed Benfelion Street in Pretoria North.
Saqhubeka ke sandlula yona ke iBenfelion Street ePretoria North.
Yes, but I think if you can just indicate more or less what time did you arrive at Primrose Police Station?
Nke le re tlhalošetše gore police station ya Primrose le fitlhile nako mang?
Re fitlhile ka 4:30 re kitima koloi 4:30 28 seconds ka di 20 of 6/2020.
Yeah.
On which page is that?
Page 46.
On page 46, we arrived at 4:30 a.m. and 26 seconds. When I switched off the ignition, that is when we arrived at Primrose Police Station.
Uma sifika ke ePrimrose kwakungo 4:30 ndatha kusake ama seconds awu 26 ila engacisha khona imoto.
And just read the location on record.
Nke le re balle gore ke eng e tulo yewe.
In which near Poppy Road, Primrose Jimiston.
It is reflected as near Poppy Road in Primrose, Germiston.
Kubhalwe lana ke ukuthi eduze ke nomgwaqo iPoppy Primrose eGermiston.
Is there a relevant entry?
Go na le mo e
In
leng gore
the
le
occurrence
ngwetše
book,
bona.
you can refer to exhibit QQ.
Mo OB ya lena le ka ya go botlhatsi bola ba QQ.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Ume OB number ya Primrose 1871.
And the OB number of Primrose is 1871.
Inumber ke yeOB yase Primrose 1871.
Nako 4:30.
And the time that reflects there it's 04:30.
Isikhathi ke lapho u4:30.
Yona balaka tsela ye.
And it reads as follows.
Prisoner received. Warrant officer Mukwena received 1 unit SV Bongani Ntanzi SAP 14 136 06 2020 on Phukeng case 118 of 6 2020 SAP 14A S094 7284 from Sergeant Mohani from National Investigation Unit Pretoria.
Okay. Lana ke ubhalwe ukuthi ke umsolwa ke wamukelwa uwarrant officer Mukwena wamukela ke oyedwa na uBongani Ntanzi SAP 14 136 06 2020 kuqala ke lasePhukeng lu118 06 2020 SAP 14A number S094 7284 kuyena emamukela kuyena uSergeant Mukhane we-National Investigation Pretoria.
The court, please, my lord. We're done with the re-examination. It's like my learned friend wants to address the court.
Yes.
Just a point of clarification, without objection per se. The witness said in his testimony that they were at Pukeng, where they went to register the case relating to the finding of the ammunition in possession of accused number
Yes,
2.
yes.
Yes. Then from Pukeng, they drove to Primrose, where we hear now when he's saying that the accused was booked accordingly to the book in the early hours of the morning. But what I did not get well in his
Traveling.
testimony is what route did they use
Yeah,
on
you're
their
right.
way to from
Primrose.
Pukeng to Primrose.
Yeah.
I just want to align my notes with his testimony. madam.
Yeah, you're correct.
Thank you, madam.
As a court, please, my lord, if you are able to clarify that.
ba re nke le tlhaloshe ba re ba le boele gore le be le le Phokeng mo e leng gore le ile la bula molato e fela gore le fitlhile jwang Primrose ga se le tlhaloshe gore le sepetse ka ditsela tse di feng ba kgopela gore le di tlhaloshe ditsela tsewe ba tle ba kgone gore le bone bangwale ga botse.
Uthi ke ummeli acelayo ka ukuthi khona nje aphikisana nako ukuthi uzwile ufakazi ethi ke usuke khona ke ePhukeng kodwa ukuthi kuyofika ke khona ePrimrose ukuthi umzila awusebenzisa noma umgwaqo ahamba ngawo lokho akakuzwanga becela nje ukuthi ke azokhona ukuthi abhale kahle ama notes akhe.
Thoma mo
Page, you can refer
Page
to the
45.
relevant page.
I will start on page 45, my lord.
Ngizoqala ke lokho ku page 45.
Moyering Thoma Moyering startup 2026 200309.
Where it's
I realize that the witness, when it's been requested to specifically indicate or to indicate the route that they take, he goes back into the document that is before him. And my understanding of it is that that is not how a witness is supposed to be testifying. A witness is supposed to testify independently from his own recollection. He can simply say, from our way to Pukeng, as I remember well, this is the road that we took. We took this road and this road and this road up to Primrose, if my memory serves me well. That will be the witness saying it. And then this document will come and say, basically, this is what is supposed to be happening. I mean, this is exactly the same route that this witness says they used. But for him to read from the document and say, according to this document, this is the route that we took from Pukeng on our way back to Primrose, it's irregular, my lord, because then that defeats the purpose of an independent recollection of the route that they took on that day. And that is how a witness is supposed to be testifying, because when he reads from this document, remember, my lord, this document still has got to be authenticated. We don't know who wrote this document. We understand that it's a computer downloaded document, but who downloaded it, we don't know. So basically, this document is not a testimony of this witness. When he reads from this document, it is no longer his testimony. It is what is written in this document, my lord. But a witness, the approach that a witness is supposed to embark upon when he testifies, he must try the best of his ability to testify independently from his own recollection. And I've been observing this witness. All his testimony regarding his movement and everything has been based on this document. And
Yeah,
what is key is that he has been saying, according to this document, according to this document.
No, let's be fair to the witness. This is a detailed travelogue of the distance.
Yes, my lord.
Show me a witness in this world who can say, we waited at Dan Foster Street, RQ, on the on-ramp, waiting for the traffic to pass, and after 3 seconds, we traversed the street, then went to Danforee Street, then after 5 seconds, we again stopped, and I infracted the speed limit, just like that. As I understand it, this evidence this evidence, he is narrating it from this document because he is the one who drove this vehicle.
The challenge that I have there, with that,
Just listen to me.
Yes.
He is the one who drove this vehicle. As he was maneuvering it, this vehicle,
Yes.
the computer
Yes.
in the vehicle
Yes, my lord.
was annotating the route he was taking, the seconds he was taking. So I don't see there's anything wrong with that. And it's important because in this case, there is evidence that some people were taken wherever and assaulted, and
Yes.
what have you, what have you.
Yes,
Now this witness
Yes.
is correct to read about the time interludes, which you can't recall without having access to this document. You can't. Try it, you can't. So to be fair to this witness, let him relate the way this document is annotated by the computer. Then you can cross-examine him. But to say he must do it from his graphic understanding of this information, which is here. Just look at it. You can see that.
That is
This
not,
court can rule that
Yes,
for
ma'am.
convenience sake,
yes, my lord.
he should continue as he is.
Yes.
Because of the voluminous
Let me
Evidence.
clarify. Let me clarify my point, my lord. I was not actually saying that this witness must remember each and every graphic detail of the route that they take, including the time and seconds and demiseconds, as to what actually happened at this particular second. I was just saying, my lord, at the level of generality, or in a holistic approach, you can simply say from our road on our route from Morocco, we took N1. From N1, we drove up until Pretoria. From Pretoria, we off-ramped into N4. From N4, we took the Bakwena Platinum Highway up until Phokeng. It will be irrational of me, of any of the counsel here, to expect that this witness should graphically remember that at 22:08 on that day in the evening, that is what was happening. Which is the reason why I'm standing up and saying, from his own recollection, he can simply say to this court, on our way back from Phokeng to Primrose, this is the road that we took. Not necessarily him having to refer graphically into each and every detail
I
of
see.
what is contained.
And
in
what
this
happens to the information contained from page 1 to page 46, is it?
document. Yes, madam.
What happens to this information?
let
Is
me
it
explain
admitted?
that. Yes.
This is the problem about splitting hairs. If this information is admitted,
Yes.
and the only thing in issue
Yes.
is whether this information is correctly annotated, it's a different point. But everything here is being disputed. I mean, all of this is disputed. All of this is disputed. That's why this witness has to go through this exercise. And then when you cross-examine, you can say, at 7:20 and 3 seconds, you said you moved from Waterval in Midrand,
Yes, madam.
and you connected Onderstepoort.
Yes, madam.
How did you go there? Fine, that's okay.
Just a quick one on that one, madam. I think, as I was following this testimony well, it has never been Mr. Ntandi's testimony on behalf of accused number 2.
No, he was
and I'm
never
not
there,
pleading
Mr.
his
Ntandi.
case, madam. I'm not
Mr.
pleading
Ntandi
his
is not there, don't involve him.
Yes.
He is not traveling with this witness, as I understand the evidence.
Yes, madam.
He's being assaulted somewhere.
Yes, madam.
Yeah.
May I just complete what
Okay.
I'm saying, madam? Yes. When they were driving from Morocco, I think it's as I followed the evidence,
Yeah.
it is not disputed that from Morocco they went to Phokeng,
Right?
where they went to search for the hoodie, and Ntanzi was there.
No,
And
the evidence, as I understand it,
Yes.
Mr. Ntanzi says they went to Phokeng because he thought they were releasing him. I listened to the evidence. He's not traveling. He's thinking they are releasing him.
Yes, but he is with.
Yes, sir.
The thought of being released, my lord, is not when he was taken to booking for the hood.
Just when it was taken.
It was after the verification of the whereabouts of the accused from Carlton View, where Kininda and the
Yes,
rest
yes,
of them.
yes, yeah, you're right, you're right.
That's when he decided, he thought they are releasing.
Yeah, yeah, fine. And
Yes.
that he's not being released. He's been taken to Phuket.
That is so, my lord.
Yeah,
But
okay, fine.
basically what I'm saying, my lord, is that it appeared to me that it is not in dispute that at one moment on the 19th, Ntanzi, in the company of the investigating team, drove to Phuket with a view to go and search for further evidence in the name of a hoodie. Fortunately, when they searched there, then they found other evidence that then incriminated him in respect of unrelated offenses, my lord. So what I'm saying is, it is really not an expectation from the defense that his testimony should testify about the seconds, about exactly the corners that they took when on their way to Phuket and on their way from Phuket to Primrose. All that I was saying is that this witness, out of his own recollection, can simply tell this court that as we drove from Phuket on our way back to Primrose, this is the road that we took. It's not necessary for him to say at 1 o'clock in the morning, this is what we did. At 3 o'clock in the morning, the car was involved in a high rev. At 2 in the morning, we oversped and all those things. But it's just a summary
I
of what.
agree with you. Common sense would dictate that this evidence should be led the way you are.
Yes,
But you must recall that it was put to this witness that he was actually torturing, in a sense, Mr. Ntanzi
yes, ma'am.
by keeping him awake for 15 hours or 14 hours. You recall that?
As it please the
Right.
court, madam. No, thank you. I
Are you
understand.
with me?
Yes.
So
thank
it's
you.
important that he must testify as to the expiration of the time, as to what was he doing.
As
Now
it-
he's saying, hey, I was at John Foster in Centurion. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
As it please the court, madam.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
All right, Mr. Baloyi, what's your view?
As a court, please, my lord. We've been through a day of testimony and there was no objection. Witness has been testifying, saying, I was the driver of this vehicle, and basically confirming what stands in this movement report as the route that he took, just much more in detail. That is the first thing. Then the second point is, counsel says it's not in dispute that accused number 2 was taken from Phuket to Primrose, and if that is not in dispute, I don't see what's the point of the route that they traveled. But now, when the witness tries to testify as to the route that they took, now there's also an objection. I don't
Now
know
it's a
whether.
clarification. Mr. Mnisi
Yes.
is not objecting. He wants a clarification.
Yes, on the route. Now, he wants this witness out of his memory to testify about the route that they took 3 years ago, my lord. I don't know if the witness, but we can find out from the witness if he can.
No. Let's keep the record as it is.
As a court.
Because as I digest the evidence, it was put to him that you actually said it's 12 and a half hours, right?
Nkare le nna le rile ke
When
di
you were in the
iri
company of Mr. Ntanzi.
di iri tse e leng gore di ka ba lesomepedi le karolo ya ura mo e leng gore le be le na le Mr. Ntanzi.
Kind of more or less.
More or less.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
But it was insinuating that you did that in order to tire and make Mr. Ntanzi a soft target to be persuaded to make a confession.
Mo e
You
leng gore
deprived him sleep. Mr. Chololo put it like that. He only slept for 2.5 hours. And it was all deliberate in order that you must gain advantage over his resistance in not making a confession.
mo e leng
That's how I
gore
understood the evidence. anyway.
Yes.
Mem Shololo go ya ka yena o be a re Ntanzi le a mo lapisha ge ntse le mo sepediša kana mogola gore le tlo kgona go humana botlhatsi bola bo e leng gore o be a bolela gore yena o re go diragetseng ka gore mme Mshololo feletše a rile o robetse fela iri tše pedi ke ka mo e leng gore le feletše le gore le boletše le nako yeo.
That's why it's important for this court to actually appreciate and know what the expiration of time was expended on. I don't know. But if you read from this, if this is correct, one can start appreciating. For instance, that when you went to Boksburg, somebody forgot his memory stick and what have you, and you have to drive back to Soweto. Is that not so?
Gape ge le gore lena le bala ditokomane tše ke mo e leng gore motho o swanetše yena a kgone go kwešiša gore motho o ke o sepetše a be a ya kae ga a fihla Boksburg ke mo e leng gore ba ile ba gopola gore motho o šile memory stick ya gage ke mo e leng gore le ile la boela morago a go jwana.
Indeed, my lord.
That is correct, my lord.
And you also stopped at an engine filling station, takeaway, Kentucky, you recall? If you don't mention all those things, we don't know how the time was spent by you because there wouldn't be evidence to appreciate that at some stage you stopped to buy food.
Gape le ge lena le ile la tlhaloša le ile la re le eme engine kae lena le reka wimpy goba le tšea takeaway ela ya wimpy go be go ka se kwešišege gore botsebotse batho ba kgale ba ema ba dira eng lena šimo le kgonne go tlhaloša ka lebaka la gore pampiri ga e tlhaloše yona.
So I
That is
suggest let's continue in the same manner in which we were, unless persons want to say we admit that evidence, then that's different. Okay, right,
As a court
continue.
pleases, you can continue from where you left off.
Bjale re tlo tšwela pele go tlogelela mo be le gona
You're on page 45.
le be le le mo go page 45.
Right, it's a Tomamoga 2026 23:08:4 seconds.
I will start on the 20th of June 2020 at 03 hours 8 minutes and 4 seconds.
Ele ofo me kalona chachelo gape ka 0309 for the 2 seconds ka starta koloi.
And on the same day at 0309 and 42 seconds, I ignited the vehicle.
And just for record purposes, where are you at this point?
Ka nako eo e lebelele kae?
Versale ka mogara police station.
We were still in the police station.
Yes, which police station?
Police station, yes.
Booking police station.
The Phokeng police station.
Yes.
The previous slide. No, page 45. 2 slides before that.
Is that now the trip from Phokeng to Primrose? Hello,
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Baloi.
Yes.
Ke go tloga Phokeng go ya Primrose ngere.
Yes, good.
Confirmed as well, my lord.
Okay.
Ome GPS and Lord Salwanamo area.
And it showed GPS unlocked at the same area.
Then ka lona chatleo 031457 seconds ignition off.
And on
Just
the
a
same
minute,
day.
sorry. Just,
No, you can proceed. You can proceed, sir.
Okay. On that same day, my lord, at 03:14 and 40 seconds,
Right, GPS unlocked. It's only northwest Kruger stop. Road.
and the GPS was unlocked whilst we were still on northwest of Krugersdorp.
Yes, beqale lana ke 03 0942 ilapho na ke imoto idunyiswa khona bese kuthi 03 14 usese northwest ke ilapha bekhona ke ukuthi i-GPS i-unlocked.
Omega 031457 seconds. Yatima gape.
And at
0314.
at 03:14 and 57 seconds, that is when the ignition was turned off once more.
And wh-
bese kuthi go 0314 ama-seconds awu-57 yila khona-ke iphinde icisha khona imoto.
and where were you at that stage?
Le be le le kae ka nako eo?
And then we are Mara police station.
I believe we were still inside the police station.
Sasengaphakathi-ke yona i-police station.
We make 3:03:14:58 seconds. Ga start agape.
And at 03:14 and 58 seconds, I ignited the vehicle once more.
Bese kuthi ngo 0314 ama-seconds awu-58 ngayidumisa futhi imoto.
3:15:25 seconds. Ga itima agape.
And at 3:15 and 25 seconds, I switched off the ignition.
Bese kuthi ngo 3:15 ama-seconds awu-25 ngayicisha futhi imoto.
And then 3:20:11 ga start agape.
And at 3:20 and 11 seconds, I ignited the vehicle.
Bese kuthi ngo 3:20 ama-seconds awu-11 ngayidumisa futhi.
We make a sipila ka yona tsela irdi GPS unlocked.
And we drove on that road. It shows that the GPS was unlocked.
Saqhubeka-ke ngalowo mgwaqo loyo-ke ila itshengisa khona-ke ukuthi-ke i-GPS ayikhiyiwe.
Yeah, Northwest Krugersdorp.
It was unlocked at Northwest Krugersdorp.
Bekukhona-ke e-Northwest eKrugersdorp.
Ratla gape ya sipila ratla ka Benvillion Street, Pretoria North.
We drove through to Benvillion in Pretoria North.
Saqhubeka-ke sihamba nge-Benvillion Street Pretoria North.
We fitla ka 3:35. Isalwana Benvillion Street risafita.
Until at 3:35 and 30 seconds, we were still in Benvillion passing through.
Kwaze kwashaya-ke u-3:35 ama-seconds awu-30 sese-Benvillion-ke sidlula.
3:36:35 near Rachel de Beer Street, Pretoria North.
And at 3:36 and 35 seconds, we were near Rachel de Beer Street in Pretoria North.
Bese kuthi ngo 3:36 ama-seconds awu-35 seduze-ke kwe-Rachel de Beer e-Pretoria North.
3:38:10 seconds. We fitla 3:39:35 seconds. Very some seplaka M1 Road North Pretoria, Pretoria North M1 Road Pretoria North.
Between 3:38 and 3:39 and 35 seconds to 3:44, we were driving at M1 Road, Pretoria North.
Ukusuka-ke ngayo u-3:38:10 shaya-ke u-3:38:39 sasahamba ngayo umgwaqo okuwu-M1 Road e-Pretoria North.
Ume 3:44:35 seconds. We fitla ka 3:44:45 seconds. Paul Kruger Street, Pretoria Central.
Between 3:44 and 35 seconds and 3:44 and 45 seconds, we were driving on Paul Kruger Street in Pretoria Central.
Kathi-ke u-3:45 35 seconds, 3:44, 35 seconds, 3:44, 45 seconds sasihamba ngayo umgwaqo i-Paul Kruger la phakathi nedolobha ePitori.
03:46, 15 seconds. Respala Madiba Street, Pretoria Central, Pretoria.
At 03 and 45 minutes, 15 seconds, we were driving in Madiba Street, Pretoria Central.
Ngayo-ke u-3:46 ama-seconds awu-15 sasihamba ngayo-ke iMadiba Street. iMadiba Street-ke ile elaphambi kwenkantolo.
Omeka 3:47, 50 seconds. Supply near Nelson Mandela Drive, Arcadia, Pretoria.
And at 3:46 and 50, 3:47 and 50 seconds, we were driving near Madiba Street in Pretoria Central. Nelson Mandela Street in Arcadia.
Omeka 3:50, 35 seconds. Ofitla ka 3:52, 16 seconds. Where is Nelson Mandela Drive, Groenkloof 3, 358 or 350 JR Pretoria.
From 3:50 and 35 seconds through till 3:52 and 16 seconds, we were driving on Nelson Mandela Drive, Groenkloof 358 in Pretoria.
Masiqala lana ke ku 3:47 nama-seconds awu-50 nasihamba ke ngayo i-Nelson Mandela Drive ese-Arcadia khona la ePitori. Kwase kuthi ke ukusuka ku-3:50 ama-seconds awu-35 kuyofika ke ku-3:52 ama-seconds awu-16 ngihamba ngayo ke i-Nelson Mandela Drive eGroenkloof ePretoria.
Salagapega 2020 of 6:20, 3:52 45 seconds. Nelson Mandela Drive, Groenkloof 358 JR Pretoria.
Still on the 20th of June 2020 at 3:52 and 45 seconds, we were still driving on Nelson Mandela Drive in Groenkloof.
Bese kuthi ke ngaye ku-3:52 ama-seconds awu-45 ngangishayela ke kumgwaqo ekuyi-Nelson Mandela Drive eGroenkloof ePretoria.
Omega 3:56, 14 seconds. Ufika 3:57, 6 seconds. We're Albertina Sisulu Freeway, Piri or Agaboli Nor Van Rijn, Piri Van Rynveld, Centurion.
Between 3:56 and 14 seconds and 3:57 and 6 seconds, we were driving in Pierre van Rijn in Van Rynveld, thank you my lord, in Centurion.
Phakathi ke ko-3:56:14 no-3:57:6 sasihamba ngayo umgwaqo ekuyi-Albertina Sisulu, Pierre van Rynveld eCenturion.
Alatalagapeka 3:57 for 9 seconds. Seplaga Albertina Sisulu Freeway, Doornkloof 391 JR Centurion.
And at 3 hours and 57 minutes and 49 seconds, we were driving on Albertina Sisulu Freeway in Centurion.
Bese kuthi ngo-3:57:49 sasihamba ngawo umgwaqo i-Albertina Sisulu Freeway eDoornkloof 391 Centurion.
Omega 3:59, 59 seconds. Ufilaka 0401 25 seconds. Respolaga Albertina Sisulu Freeway, seat of Tshwane Rural.
Between 3 hours and 59 minutes and 59 seconds through to 4 hours and 1 minute and 35 seconds, we were driving on Albertina Sisulu Freeway in the city of Tshwane.
Bese kuthi ke ngayo ku-3:59 kuyoshaya ke ngo-4:01 35 seconds sasihamba ngawo umgwaqo i-Albertina Sisulu city of Tshwane rural.
Omela Talagapa 4:05 10 seconds. Respolaga Albertina Sisulu Freeway, Captain Park, NU Tembisa.
And at 4:05 and 10 seconds, we were driving on Albertina Sisulu Freeway in Captain Park.
Bese kuthi ngo-4:05 ama-seconds awu-10 sasihamba ngayo ke-Albertina Sisulu eCampton Park esithi Tembisa.
Omela 4:07 15 seconds. Ufitlaka 0408 40 seconds. Albertina Sisulu Freeway, Glenmarais, Captain Park.
Between 4:07 and 15 seconds through to 4:08 and 40 seconds, we were driving on Albertina Sisulu Freeway, Glenmarais in Captain Park.
Bese kuthi ke ngayo 4:07 ama-seconds awu-15 kuze beshaya ke 4:08 ama-seconds awu-40 sasihamba ngawo umgwaqo i-Albertina Sisulu eGlenmarais Campton Park.
Yarka 0410 55 seconds. Suplagapeka Albertina Sisulu Freeway, Pomona Estates, AH Captain Park.
And at 4:10 55 seconds, we drove on Albertina Sisulu Freeway in Pomona, Captain Park, my lord.
Bese kuthi ngo-4:10 ama-seconds awu-55 sihamba ngayo ke-Albertina ePomona Estate eCampton Park.
O tloga mo 4:11:50 seconds, Atlas Road Airport area, Captain Park.
And at 4:11 and 50 seconds, we were driving on Atlas Road Airport in Captain Park.
Bese kuthi ngo 4:11 ama-seconds awu-50 sasihamba ngawo-ke umgwaqo Atlas Road Airport eCampton Park.
Ka 4:12:30 seconds, ufitla ka 4:12:55 seconds, Resipla Albert Sisulu Freeway Airport area, Captain Park.
Between 4:12 and 30 seconds and 4:12 and 55 seconds, we were driving on Albertina Sisulu Freeway Airport Avenue in Captain Park.
Bese kuthi-ke ngama-mizuzu ewu-12 emuva ko-4 seconds awu-30 no-12 minutes emva ko-4 55 seconds asihamba ngayo i-Albertina Sisulu umgwaqo airport eCampton Park.
Apega 04:13:55 seconds, Albertina Sisulu Freeway Roadsfield, Captain Park.
And at 4:13 and 55 seconds, we were driving at Albertina Sisulu Roadsfield in Captain Park, my lord.
Bese kuthi-ke ngo-4:13 ama-seconds awu-55 sasihamba ngayo-ke umgwaqo i-Albertina Sisulu eRoadsfield khona eCampton Park.
Yeah, Tlagapa at 4:14:35 seconds, driver OR Tambo Airport Road, Airport area, Captain Park.
And at 4:14 and 35 seconds, we were still driving at OR Tambo Airport Road and Airport Avenue in Captain Park.
Bese kuthi ngo-4:13:55 sasihamba ngawo-ke umgwaqo-ke wase-OR Tambo Airport khona eCampton Park.
4:15:05, ufitla 4:20 seconds, Rafita drop zone road airport area, Captain Park.
Between 4:15:05 a.m. to 4:20:20, we were driving at Drop Zone Road in Airport Avenue, Captain Park.
Ukusuka-ke khona lana-ke ku-4:15-ke kuze kushaya-ke u-4:20:20 sasihamba-ke la kubhalwe khona-ke ukuthi indawo-ke yokudiliza-ke noma yokuthula i-drop off zone road airport area eCampton Park.
Ka 4:20:55, Municipal Albertina Sisulu Freeway Roadsfield, Captain Park.
And at 4:20:55, we were driving on Albertina Sisulu Road in Captain Park.
Bese kuthi-ke ngo-4:20:55 sesihamba-ke kona-ke umgwaqo i-Albertina Sisulu Roadsfield eCampton Park.
04:21:40 seconds, Albertina Sisulu Freeway Isando, Captain Park.
At 04:21 and 40 seconds, we were driving on Albertina Sisulu Freeway in Isando, Captain Park.
Bese kuthi-ke ngo-4:21 ama-seconds awu-40 sasihamba kona-ke umgwaqo i-Albertina Sisulu Isando, Campton Park.
Ka 4:24:00 seconds, near Albertina Sisulu Freeway Meadowdale, Jimiston.
On the same day at 4:24:00 seconds, we were driving at Albertina Sisulu Freeway, Meadowdale in Germiston.
Bese kuthi ngo-4:24 ama-seconds-ke awekho sasihamba-ke kumgwaqo i-Albertina Sisulu eMeadowdale eGermiston.
Umegape ka 4:24:35 seconds, Rafita Van Riebeck Road, Meadowdale, Jimiston.
At 4:24 and 35 seconds, we were passing Van Riebeck Road in Meadowdale, Germiston.
Bese kuthi-ke ngo-4:24 ama-seconds awu-35 sasidlula-ke kumgwaqo-ke i-Van Riebeck eMeadowdale eGermiston.
Saragape 04:25:35 seconds, near Edenvale Road, Rietfontein 63, Jimiston.
On the same time of 4:25 and 35 seconds, we were passing Edenvale Road in Rietfontein in Germiston.
Bese kuthi-ke ngayo-ke ku-4:25 ama-seconds awu-35 sasidlula khona-ke kumgwaqo i-Edenvale eRietfontein eGermiston.
Ape ka 4:26:00 seconds, North Reef Road, Rietfontein 63, Jimiston.
Again at 4:26 and 00 seconds, we were passing North Reef Road in Rietfontein in Germiston.
Bese kuthi ke ngo 4:26 ama-seconds ke awekho sasindlula ke umgwaqo in North Reef eRietfontein Germiston.
Ume go tloga ka 4:26 55 seconds go fihla ka 4:28 06 seconds we re sepela AG Divert Drive Bedford View Germiston.
Between 4:26 and 55 seconds through to 4:28 and 6 seconds, we were passing AG Divert Drive in Bedford View, Germiston, my lord.
Bese kuthi ke phakathi ko 4:26:55 no 4:28 ama-seconds awu-6 ke sasindlula ke umgwaqo kuyi AG Devet Rietfontein eGermiston.
4:29 50 seconds re sepela Rietfontein Road Primrose Germiston.
And at 4:29 and 50 seconds, we were passing Rietfontein Road in Primrose, Germiston.
Bese kuthi ke ngo 4:29:50 sasindlula ke umgwaqo eRietfontein Primrose in Germiston.
4:30 10 seconds ke fihla Primrose Police Station.
Now at 4:30 and 10 seconds, that is where I arrived at Primrose Police Station.
Bese kuthi ke ngo 4:30 ama-seconds ke awu-10 ila engifika khona ke e-police station yase Primrose.
Which is reflected as Poppy Road.
Ibhalwe laphayana ke nanjengomgwaqo iPoppy.
4:30 28 seconds katima koloi police station ya Primrose.
And at 4:30 and 28 seconds, that's where I switched off the ignition at the Primrose Police Station, man.
Bese kuthi ke ngo 4:30 ama-seconds awu-28 ila engicisha khona ke manje ke injini yemoto khona ke e-police station yase Primrose.
Thank you. For already place occurrence book entry number 1871 of exhibit QQ
Lebe-
at 4:30.
Lebeletse le boletse ka botlhatse ba QQ gore ka 4:30 go diragetseng eng kere.
Ke nnete?
That is correct, so.
Bese ngishilo ukuthi ngo 4:30 kwenzekani mase ngifunda yona ke their entry 1871.
And what time did you then leave the Primrose Police Station?
Le sepetse nako mang go tloga police stationeng ya Primrose?
Go bola botse ke sepetse ka start ke tlwele mo ka 4:42 40 seconds.
My memory serves me well. It shows that I ignited the vehicle and left at 4:42 and 40 seconds.
Uma ngikhumbula kahle noma ke lana ke ngibheka lana ke ukuthi ke uma sengihamba ke ngiphuma khona lapho e-police station yase Primrose isikhathi sibhalwe lana ke u4:42 nama-seconds awu-40 la engidumisa khona imoto futhi.
Now, Sergeant Mkhani, having read the contents of Exhibit MM in brackets 2 in the record, what is your recollection regarding the route that you traveled on that particular day, the 19th up to the 20th?
Biale-
In other words, does this accord with your recollection of the routes that you travel or not?
Biale Sergeant Mokhane ka moraga gore le setse le badile botlhatse bo ba MM dilo tse di ngwetsweng mo di dumellana go ba di sepedišana le tsela ye e leng gore lena le sepetse go ba aowa.
Ke tsela e ke sepetse.
It does go together with the route that we traveled.
Sengikufundile ke lokhu obhalwe phansi ke lana ke kuyahambelana ke noma ke kuyavumelana ke nawo ke umzila ke noma umgwaqo engahamba ngawo noma engawulandela ke ngalelo langa lelo phakathi ke kwazo i19 kanye nazo i20 zika June 2020.
As a God please, that is all, my lord.
What's your time there, man?
It's 20 to 1.
Okay. Is that the evidence you wanted to lead?
Yes, indeed, my lord.
Any cross-examination, Mr. Ngomezulu?
I do have questions for the witness.
Yes.
I would like to place this on record, my lord. That,
Yes.
The AVL bearing the dates of the 22nd of June 2020,
Sorry, the AVL records
bearing the
Bearing
dates of
dates
the 22nd
22nd
of June 2020
June 2020, right?
was not discovered to the defense on the reasons that the said motor vehicle, which the witnesses just testified about, was not used on that particular day, as per the state. And the 24th of June 2020, it has also been said by the state that the said motor vehicle was not used on that particular day as well.
Okay.
And further, my lord, the documents relating to MM2, page 44 to 49, has just been discovered now.
42 to 49.
44 to 49, page 44.
Oh, sorry. Page 44
to page
49
has just been discovered during tea break, my lord. And the defense will request to stand it down so that we can consult with Mr. Ntanzi.
Yeah.
And my lord, I'm in a position to cross-examine the witness, starting from the evidence where the witness indicated that they left Foslora's court to Moroka police station, which I can do it after lunch.
No, look, if you need time, your client is entitled to sufficient time, I said.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody's going to rush you. But before I deal with that, Mr. Baloi, why is I understand Mr. Mgomezulu says you gave him a verbal reason that on the 2 dates, you say it's on the 22nd and on the 24th, and the 26th.
On the 24th, my lord.
22nd and the 24th, where are the records of this vehicle? Because he says you say it wasn't used, but you haven't given him proof that it wasn't used.
As a court, please, my lord, maybe we can formally put it on record through the witness.
We don't have documentary evidence to that effect.
My lord, we did explain to the witness that on the 5th of June, as well as the 24th of June, a different vehicle was used. There's no...
Wait. Yeah, let's take it through. On the 5th of June.
Yes, 5th of June, when the pointings out of accused number 1 were conducted.
But this witness was not the driver.
Well, he was the driver.
Wait.
Yes.
Is he the one who actually took the gentleman to the pointing out, as you say?
Yes, to
He was the driver?
Yes. He was
of which vehicle?
But a different vehicle was used, model.
Yeah, but you have the registration number.
Yes.
So why don't you discover that?
Yes.
The records.
Yes.
And then on the 22nd, which vehicle was used?
24th. On the 24th, a different vehicle was used.
Was he the driver?
On the 24th, yes, my lord.
Why? You have to discover that evidence also.
As a court pleases.
And then on the 22nd?
Well, on the 22nd, my lord, nothing turns on that as far as we're
No. As long as he was a driver on that day.
But I understood my learned friend that he made a mistake. He meant to refer to the 24th, not the 22nd.
24th?
No. I'm referring to the 22nd when he was taken to court.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
So which vehicle was he driving? Hello?
As a court pleases.
Yeah, you have to discover all that evidence.
We will do that.
Okay. And then you can continue with putting whatever you want to put, and then we can postpone for those documents to be discovered properly to all the councils. And then Mr. Mgomezulu can prepare his cross-examination starting from tomorrow. Okay.
As a court pleases.
Mr. Ntanzi, okwenzekayo ke lana ukuthi ummeli wakho bekuyisikhathi sakhe ke manje ukuthi ke abuze ufakazi imibuzo, kodwa ke akushoyo ukuthi ke ukuthi imininingwane yange 22 kanye nazo ke i24 ayikho ke la phambi kwakhe ukuthi ke angalungiselela ke ukuthi aqala ukubuza ufakazi leyo mibuzo leyo, nokuthi futhi ke kunalo umboniso noba umbukiso lona ke onikeziwe lana noma ke exhibit eku MM2 eku page 44 kuyofica ke ku page 49, uthi ke lokho uqeda ukunikezwa manje ke ngesikhathi setiye uyena ke umshushisi okuzothi ke adingeke isikhathi sokuthi ahlale phansi akhulumisane nawe ngalokho. Bese uyachaza ke lana ke umshushisi ukuthi ke nge5 kanye ke nange 22 lezo ke yebo ufakazi uyena owayeshayela imoto, kodwa ke kwasetshenziswa imoto engasiyona le ekhulunywa ngayo manje ekuyiyona iToyota Fortuner, kodwa ke umahluleli uthi ke cha naleyo mininingwane ke noma kwakuyenye imoto engasiyona lena ke kuyadingeka ke ukuthi anikeze ummeli wakho le lawo maphepha lawo ke ukuze azoyilungiselela akakhulumisane nawe aqhubekeke ngokuthi ambuze imibuzo ufakazi, kuzokwenzeka ke lokho.
Motšhotšhisi o re o feditše go le botšiša dipotšišo e fela ntate Mngomezulu yena ge a swanetše a le botšiša dipotšišo o re go na le bohlatsi bo bongwe bo e leng gore ga bogo go dipampiri tše tše e leng gore lena le fetša go di bala, go na le bohlatsi ba matšatši a mangwe a e leng gore ba re koloi be le sa tlholo le berekiša ye ya FV ye be ntše re bolela ka yona jwatše kgoro e re ditokomane tšeue tša koloi yeue jwalo ka ga e le gore ke lena ba be le kgwetša koloi yeue bohlatsi boue bo a tlhokagala gore le mmoleledi wa ga ntate Ntanzi a tle a kgone gore a le botšiše dipotšišo gape ba re bona ba ka tla ba newa nako ya gore ditokomane tšeue di humanege gore le bona ba tle ba kgone go itukišetša gore lena ba tlilo le tlhoma ka dipotšišo tša wona matšatši a ue a e leng gore ga di go mamotlha.
Okay, then we are adjourning now then.
Just, I don't want to bother the court, but I'd like to remind the witness because
The docket,
the dockets, my lord.
The dockets, sir.
Delaying the issue of dockets.
Didokete tšela ba re lena e ka re le tšea nako le go ga maoto ka tšona.
My lord, docket ya Nongoma ke mo matsogong a Brigadier Kininda. Ke muri general ba le busy o tla tlhaloša gore wa itšea nako.
My lord,
ya
regarding-
Fosloras since ya for decision le yona tsona
Say the Director of Public Prosecutions.
E sa le go ba swereng batšhotšhisi.
yeah.
Correct, my lord, and the Nongoma case, it's still with Brigadier Kininda, whom will come and explain why the delay, and that one of Phosphorus, it's still at the Director of Public Prosecution.
Ummeli ke useyacela ke ukuthi ke kade ufakazi ekhunjuzwa ke ngawo ke amadokodo la ayeceliwe uthi lona ke elele cala la kwa Nongoma lona ke lisezandleni zakhe uBrigadier Kininda uyena ke ozochaza kule nkantolo ukuthi kwenzeka kanjani ke ukuthi ke abe uthatha isikhathi ke kodwa leli lona ke lase Phosphorus lisaphethwe yilabo abengamele abeshushisi.
Okay, please impress on General Gininda that that information is required for the defense of accused number 1 and 2.
Ba re le ba rate molaleng le ba dule molaleng le ba botse gore docket ewe e a tlhokega ka molato wola wa molatofatšo wa mathomo le bobedi.
Yamcela ke inkantolo ukuthi amkhumbuzeke uGininda ukuthi lelo dokotela lolo liyadingeka ke la inkantolo.
Okay.
I will pass the message to him, my lord.
Mr. Mnisi, do you know how to travel from Phuking to Primrose? On that note, we shall adjourn.